Hey, you are with the Squash Pod. We are with the founder of Stingray Ball Machine. Sat around the table, around the mic if you like, is Jay, Raoul and my good self. We've come all the way to Surrey today to have a little play with the Stingray and to meet Raoul, who is basically going to tell us a little bit about Stingray and why he's sort of come up with this great idea. So, Raoul, over to you.
Ben, well, thanks very much. First, just a small point of order. I'm the co-founder, so the other half of the team is Jesse Engelbrecht, who is on court, so can't be with us now.
Yep.
But we did just want to say, quickly, because obviously he'll listen to this. I just want to thank him because, we've been on court with you guys. We've been testing out the product, got some filming. Jesse's given us some coaching. It's been epic, mate. So, before we even go any further, I just want to thank you for that, mate. It's been absolutely superb.
Well, excellent. Thanks for coming all this way. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great.
So obviously Bevan asked you, about the product. Can I ask you a question? Where did this idea come from?
Well, our club doesn't have a ball machine. It's a fantastic facility otherwise. And I took some lessons from Jesse, and he said, look, mate, if you want to play squash, you're going to have to redo your entire swing. So I thought, well,
that's quite a big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, let me get a machine. I'm going to have to hit a lot of balls. Let me just get on it. And so I looked around for a machine and found to my surprise that they're quite hard to come by. Eventually figured out I was going to have to buy my own. So looked at the very good machine that's available out of Canada. That was just too pricey for me. Eventually bought a small machine out of China, and it was great. I made fantastic progress with it. Did exactly what it was supposed to do, except it weighs about 25 kgs. It's about as big as a small chair. Getting it to and from the court.
So just to put that into concept, mate, that's basically a bag of cement. Well, actually, it's heavier than a bag of cement. So 20 kilograms within the standard of health and safety is a one-man lift. 25 kilograms in the standard of health and safety is a two-man lift.
You mean I was breaking the law?
Well,
were you a health and safety manager in the past?
In a past life I used to work in construction, and part of that job was, we used to have to do risk assessments, and that's why they actually reduced the bag of cement down from 25 to 20. So you've bought a machine that's actually heavier than what is classified as a one-man lift.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense now, and I guess that's the point. A machine like that is designed to live at the facility.
Yeah.
Which means it's supposed to be a shared machine, which is great, but it does mean that, the other guys lost the remote, they've lost the power cord, where's the battery, etc., etc. It's not available when you want it. And I just thought, look, there's got to be a better way to do this. There's got to be a way to build a machine that can be owned and used by one person. And so that's how the idea started. And then, for expertise and for guidance and for what was more important for coaches and possibly for players, that's when I turned to Jesse and said, okay, first establish that it could be done with off-the-shelf technology, just in terms of the maths. Could you get something running fast enough for long enough? And once the answer to that was yes, turned to Jesse and said, okay, mate, how's this got to work to be really useful for coaches and players?
So how far along the journey of having a product ready so probably a lot of people out there who are absolutely desperate to own a ball machine that they can carry in their rucksack down to the club, right? So people are thinking, well, when's this going to be available, and kind of how much are they sort of thinking that they might need to shell out for something?
Well, we're hoping price-wise, we're aiming at sort of $600 US dollars retail, just as a price point. That's a read across from tennis machines, and just how. Ideally, we'd like to make this machine at a cost that coaches, facilities, individuals can just say, I want that.
For everyone,
everyone.
So sorry, just for the people out there that aren't very good at maths, which I'm not. $600 is what, £300?
No, about just under 500 quid.
So, right, okay. Yeah. Okay, see, I told you I was bad at this.
I think the pound hasn't been doing that good, mate. So,
yeah.
Over Brexit.
It used to be double. It used to be double. So I'm not very good. So it's about just over £500.
Yeah.
Okay, that's and some of the bigger, and again, just put it into concept. Some of the other machines that we use, the bigger machines, they're like $3-4 grand.
Yeah.
So
and they're great machines, but they're designed for. It's like a mainframe. A mainframe's a fantastic piece of kit. Most people want a PC, or did.
Yeah. This is effectively, if you're going to put it into that, this is the laptop version of
exactly.
a computer system, which
Yeah.
everyone now has. So, and to be honest with you, people pay £500 for a decent laptop. You know, if you went to some of the brands. So, £500, it sounds a lot, but actually when you're looking at it, it's a tool. It could be a tool of the trade, a tool of your game. £500 all of a sudden sounds quite tasty.
Yeah.
It's not unreasonable for people to spend 150 quid on a racket that might break and they get another one, you know, a few months later. So, you know, for a fixture of your game, it seems like, you know, a reasonable price, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we've used it now. I've done a quick demo video of one of my weaknesses, which was the backcourt, and it worked for that. So I'm not good enough to feed the ball myself. I haven't got that skill. But with this, you can kind of forget about the feed and just worry about hitting the shot, move on to the next one. Hitting the shot, move on to the next one. That was the experience I gained from this.
So just to put it simply for people listening, if you could just kind of, Raoul, just kind of list what you think the main benefits are.
Well, I think it's really just climbing the ladder of competence. You know, there are just certain shots you've got to master. There's certain basic movement patterns you've got to master, and this machine helps you do that. So just simple hitting the ball up and down the wall. You know, I'm a classic example of this. I'll just plant my feet, sort of go into semi-sleep mode, and then I'm moving. You know, I'm not moving my feet to play the shots. I'm moving my hand. I'm moving my body. So just simple rails.
Mastering your game without needing to pay for a coach, perhaps. You don't need to, or perhaps you don't need to book out your the actual ball machine down at your local club, for example. You can just rock up with the rucksack and off you go.
Yeah.
So
I think we are missing a fundamental point as well, though. This is battery operated.
Yeah.
So it charges in, you said 20 minutes?
Well, I mean, right now we're using, you know, power tool batteries, and they charge in 20 minutes.
So they charge in 20 minutes, and we've been on court for 40 minutes, and it was still firing. Potentially, it could probably last a little bit longer.
Well, certainly the maths we did suggested you could get 600 balls full tilt before you started running out of power, and so that gave us more time than we needed, than we thought we needed, and certainly in all our demos and tests, we've never had to. We've always got more than 40 minutes runtime.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
We're so happy to come down here and have a go with you with this, Raoul. It's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't it, Jay?
Yeah, I've had the time of my life. I really have.
Absolutely brilliant. So good to get involved, and we really wish you the best with it. We know that this product's going to be successful. I can't wait to get one. I'm going to have to.
I can't wait to use his.
So all the best with it, Raoul, and we'll see you soon. Yeah.
More to the point, mate. Thank you so much for hosting us. It's been absolutely brilliant. It was well worth the journey. Of that, meeting yourself, meeting Jesse, meeting the machine. Yeah.
Meeting
brilliant.
the machine.
We met the machine, mate.
Has it got a name?
Stingray.
Stingray.
What was? But we can't end it though. We have to know.
Why
Just
Stingray?
Quickly, why Stingray?
You know, just kind of random. Jesse came up with it, and I suppose it looks a little bit like a stingray. If you get in front of it, it's definitely going to sting you. And Ray kind of is brings to mind, the sort of trajectories of the ball in the court. So. It works on a number of levels, but it was an entirely random process.
I think it should just be called Ray.
Ray
the Stingray.
Bob or Ray. Yeah.
Ray the Stingray. Jesse.
Nice one. Cheers.
No, you're sorry, Raoul. I'm useless with names. Right? If ever you learn this, you listen to any of my podcasts, I'm horrendous with names. So, Raoul, thank you so much for giving us your time. And I think what we'll do is we'll sign it off there. It's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you again for having us. Berman, I don't know if you've got anything else to say on that.
No, all good.
Brilliant.
Well, thanks a bunch for coming down, guys. Thanks very much.
Absolute pleasure, mate. Take care.
Thank you.